afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. I can do it with two hands because I'm at a stoplight. Anyway, I'm out driving around in the Toyota Tacoma. I made a video the other day about removing the bed rack and the tonneau cover on the truck, and then I did a little bit of a drive. This is my second drive to kind of see how the truck felt. Did it feel any different without having a tonneau cover on the back? You know, that's supposed to redirect the air and save you gas. That's a myth. But anyway, that not being there and the sport bar being off. Really, it was the sport bar that was my main concern, I guess, or curiosity, because it had weight to it. It weighed about 100 pounds. Add that to the tonneau cover, it probably weighed about 10 pounds, let's say. So I'm looking at about 110-pound weight reduction. I didn't notice a whole lot. I looked at wind noise and responsiveness and that kind of thing, driving around. But today, I went on a longer ride, and it's a little windier outside today, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I have to say, unless I'm going crazy, and that's debatable, the truck feels more responsive. So I figure there's really two ways to increase the responsiveness, acceleration, quickness, power of the Toyota Tacoma. Number one, get rid of the weight. Put your Tacoma on a diet. What are you hauling around with you all the time? Of course, this is all only relevant if you care about having a pretty quick Tacoma. I do. It's important to me. I love acceleration and I love power. This has made a difference. Again, unless it's all in my head, I don't know, maybe. But driving around out here, zooming around, and that might have a little to do with it too. There were some workers somewhere in the road, all piled on a truck. They were driving slow, going somewhere, came to a split in the road where it became two lanes for a little bit. And I was staying way back to give them plenty of space. They deserve that, right? Respect your road workers. But when the road opened up, they slowed down even more. And I think they did that to give me an opportunity to go around them. It's not a very big split. So I nailed it. Wow, I went around them, no problem. Not that I've had any problems in the Tacoma anyway. And that's because of number two. You probably know what it is. We're gonna get to that in just a second. But I whizzed right around them, no problem. Looked down and I'm doing 70 miles an hour. It was a 55. I'm not admitting that, and I'm in Mexico, so it doesn't really matter, right? No speed limits. I don't even know if they have speed limits in Mexico. They must. They must have speed limits in Mexico. But anyway, I zipped right around them. It was no problem, and the truck just felt even quicker than it already is. Now, that brings us to number two. You know what number two is. If you watch my channel, you know. It's the pedal commander. Pedal commander is an absolute must for the Toyota Tacoma. I've talked about this before. What it does is it gets rid of throttle lag. Love it. Throttle lag is a big time problem in the Toyota Tacoma. It's built in. Toyota does it that way. I think it's the way that they have the whole truck set up. Is it for emission savings, fuel economy? Probably a little bit of both, right? But it severely limits the Toyota Tacoma. When you plug in the pedal commander right down below, right above your accelerator, what used to be the gas pedal, right? It's amazing to me. You can't see it, you set it where you want it, and then once you're happy, you don't ever even have to touch it again unless you want to play with it. It has an eco mode and other modes you can change. For me, I've got it set up where I want it, and the thing I really like about this device, the pedal commander, is it has Bluetooth technology. So I can put the controller up underneath if I don't want to mount it on the dash, and I have before, but I can stick it up underneath and then I can communicate with it with the Bluetooth app on my phone, which is pretty darn slick, by the way. It looks good and it works fantastically. I'll tell you, we've come a long way with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all that stuff. No longer do you have to worry about these things working right. It works perfectly. It's basically seamless. I say basically because I do have to bring it up on my phone, right? Unless I'm running off of the wired control head, which is slick too. I go back and forth on whether or not to have that exposed or out in the truck. because it does look so cool. I'm into tech stuff, and I think that just adds a little bit of flair to the truck. You know, when you get passengers in the truck that have never seen it before, it always comes up, what's that thing? And then you tell them about how fantastic and great it is. And don't take my word for it. Look at the comments on the channel about the Pedal Commander. I'm not the only one who feels this way. It is amazing. And by the way, you can save a little cash on it. I do have a discount code. It's RobMotive1, the number 1. If you go to www.pedalcommander.com, plug in that discount code, you can save 30 bucks. I think the unit then will cost you somewhere around $270, something like that. Well worth it, believe me. So anyway, I just wanted to get on while I'm experiencing this myself. It was so profound that I just couldn't help myself. I've always got my phone with me, and of course I have the filming set up, you know, those little magnetic holders I have in my truck. I've showed those before too. They're really phone holders. For me, they are theatrical video creation devices, right? Love it. Awesome. Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know, if you're trying to make your truck quicker, there's 2 ways to do it. Put it on a diet, get rid of the weight you don't need, and buy the Pedal Commander. It's awesome. Leave a comment. Let me know. If you experience these things yourself, I'd be curious. And let us know what you think about the Pedal Commander. I always love to hear from real people, real users, so that you guys don't think it's just me telling you a tale or something. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and quick out there. Bye.